Imagine booking trips like this paid for by a single land flip. What's going on, guys? My name is Kenny Cam Doom, aka Kenny the Land Guy, and I am your to-go-to when it comes to anything land. If you're trying to get into land wholesaling, land flipping, anything related to land, I could be your source of knowledge, of information. This trip that I took, a last minute trip that I took, was paid for by a land flip that I did, that I made $10,000 on. I made $10,000. I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and come to Cancun, man. Enjoy a little bit nice vacation, you know what I'm saying? Spend some time away from the hustle and bustle. Or I want to tell you a step-by-step method of exactly how I was able to flip that land deal, make $10,000, and then come over here and chill on a vacation on my day off, like on last minute trip, you know, being able to do that at your leisure. This is exactly how I sold this deal. You know, a lot of people will tell you, hey, find the buyer first, find the buyer first, find the buyer first. And I will not tell you otherwise as well. I would, you know, emphasize you find the buyer first, you know, like, you know, a builder, developer, you do that, you build up that list. What if you can't find a buyer? What if you can't, you know, find a builder in a certain area and you have a deal that you don't want to let go? It's a solid deal, right? They're selling it for cheap. They're willing to sell it at wholesale value. They're willing to, you know, have it under contract for a good amount of time. What if that deal falls into your life, but you don't have a buyer to buy that deal? What do you do then? Let me just start from the beginning, okay? Before you can even get a deal in your lap, you have to market, right? You have to spend money on marketing. You have to find a way to get a lead that is interested in selling, a motivated seller that's interested in selling. You have to be able to attract that to you. And there is a couple of ways that you can do that, but let's just talk about it in the context of how I got this deal. I sent out a direct mail piece to a specific county that I was targeting, and I paid for it. You know, I had like a company, basically, they sent out the mail pieces for me. I get the phone calls, right? So I sent out the mail piece. They called me. Basically, they were just expressing interest. They were just motivated. So I went through the whole script. I have the script in the description if you guys are looking for a script of how to handle warm and cold motivated leads. So I went through the script. First, I made an offer of $24,000 for this parcel of land. And so the seller said, no, we aren't interested at that price. I was like, okay, well, dang, that was like a pretty solid offer. I was like, what's going on? So I I said, okay, well, let me know if anything changes. And so I kind of like, you know, set up a follow-up call in a couple of months afterwards. So I ended up getting that follow-up call last month, right? And I'm like, hey, look, we previously spoke about the property, you know, I just wanted to see if you were still interested in selling. And they said yes. And so, you know, when I make my follow-up call, I don't try to continue from the offer that I made before. I just want to start brand new over. I'm like, okay, well, hey, look, you know, what were you looking to get for this land? He basically told me that he was looking to get 24 still. And I said, okay. Well, you know, after I did my research, boom, it looks like I can be at 12,000. And he was like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. The neighbor offered me 12,000, so if I'm gonna sell it to you for 12,000, I might sell it to them. If you want me to work with you, you have to be at 14,000, and then we can work together. And I'm like, 14,000. I didn't have a buyer, mind you. I didn't have a buyer on this deal. I said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So we got the deal in the contract. I went on Facebook Marketplace and I posted the deal, and I was getting a whole bunch of inquiries on it. I guess it was a hot market after all, you know? I was originally gonna get the deal at 24. I ended up getting the deal at 14. I marketed it on Facebook Marketplace at 24. I got a whole bunch of interest on it, and a buyer ended up saying, hey, look, you know, we're serious, we bought in that neighborhood before, you know, what's the best you can do? I told him, hey, 24 is the best I can do, because it was just like, it was so hot already. Like, there was other people interested. So I was like, oh, 24 is the best I can do. And so he said, okay, let's write it up. And so we wrote it up, and we went with my attorney, and we ended up closing the deal just last week. I made $10,000 in 2 weeks. It took only 2 weeks. It was just very interesting how that went, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because if you're watching this channel, you're obviously trying to get into your first deal. You're trying to get your first land deal, and a lot of people telling me, hey, you know, why do you tell people to not worry about the buyer? And I'm saying, and this is the prime example of why I tell people not to worry about the buyer. Because if you have a deal, a buyer will show up. The only risk is that you're not gonna have the buyer right away. That's the only risk, okay? How do you mitigate that risk now? You add that time in your contract. You lock up your contract for 60 to 90 days so that gives you enough time to find a buyer. And sometimes it doesn't take you 60 to 90 days, sometimes it does, but at the end of the day, don't worry about the buyer because you can maximize the leads that you get. You're initially gonna target the deals that your buyers want, that the buyers that you know want. But what if within that marketing is a deal that your buyers don't want? What are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna let it go? I mean, at the end of the day, even if you get that deal in a contract and you make only like $2,000 to $5,000 on it, you're still making money on a deal that you weren't even planning on making money on. That goes back into your books, which basically pays for marketing in of itself. Obviously, having a buyer lined up is very important. It kind of minimizes your anxiety. Make sure that you're not like, you know, locking up deals that aren't deals per se. But at the end of the day, you also want to take a risk and you want to take a chance on that one deal, that one seller, because you want to be a servitude into the marketplace. And if that one seller is willing to work with you, willing to work with your price, willing to work with your time, I mean, and you think it's a good deal, then why not? You're gonna reject money just because you don't have anything solid lined up. That's basically how I was able to fund this trip. I didn't even mean to be here. It was very last minute. By the way, guys, if how I structure my deal resonate with you, and if that's like something that you're capable of doing, but you just need a little bit more guidance, you just need a little bit more help to help you get there, schedule a one-on-one call with me. Let's see how I can be able to help you, man. I've been able to close deals just like the ones I'm telling you about for over 4 years now. I mean, shoot, you don't even have to, you know, schedule. If you already have that whole structure set up and all you need is like maybe the scripts or the contracts, or you just need to have my templates. You can also purchase the templates in the description as well. I'm just here to serve you and trying to give you what you need to do to succeed. If that's like one-on-one, if you need me telling you exactly what to do, exactly how to, you know, what to look for, which land to look for, what to look out for when it comes to good land, bad land, all of that good stuff. If you want that one-on-one guidance, that more intimate guidance, schedule a one-on-one call with me. Let's see how I can be able to help you. Yeah, man, let's just help you achieve your goals. And it's so crazy because, man, this is like the life that I wanted to live. This is the goal that I set for myself when I initially started on my land wholesaling journey. Not my land wholesaling journey, guys, because you got to realize I started with houses. I started wanting to wholesaling houses, but I stumbled upon land. Land is a lot more fluid. You can actually just be able to just like do it completely virtual, and just like I didn't even need to be there, like for the seller to buy the deal, like, you know, for the buyer to buy the deal, the seller to sell. I didn't need to be at the table. The title company just wired me $10,000, right? And that's just the beautiful part of it, right? If you're interested in learning how to do that, you want some one-on-one mentorship, lock in with me, man. Let's see how I can help you. Well, I want you to be able to take advantage of the open marketplace until it becomes too saturated, right? So that you can be able to succeed before anybody else succeeds. So if you're watching this, man, I appreciate you. Like this video if you like this content. Subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more from me, man. I talk a lot more about, you know, motivation, entrepreneurship, finance, land wholesaling, real estate. So if that's the type of vibration you're on, come with me on my journey, man. Maybe hopefully you can be able to get to 6 figures through what I'm teaching, through what I'm saying, and we can just be able to all win and all just like connect together. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.